So I thought I would just jump on here and share a few things around hitting consistent 5K months in your business. If you are new to working for yourself, you have a service-based business, if you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, this is going to be a really helpful video for you, especially if you are looking for consistency every month. Hitting 5K every month is just like a really good initial baseline. It's a goal that we can generally really get behind, even in the beginning, if we think about what that looks like as an annual income. And it feels reachable and also maybe a little challenging in the beginning. So, it's Monday morning. I am so excited to jump back in to work today and my business, and it's after the long Thanksgiving holiday weekend in the States. And, I was talking to someone, on a dating app, and they were telling me how they really don't wanna go back to work today, and, they're just, like, not looking forward to it, and I really don't relate to that. I had such a great weekend and definitely took a lot of time off to be with myself and to relax and rejuvenate and get outside. I'm in LA, it's gorgeous weather during the day. There aren't that many hours of daylight because we're in the daylight savings period time where the sun sets at 4:30. Though last night the sunset was really gorgeous, just like a completely pink sky. So here in California, we are very lucky to have this weather right now. So I took a lot of time offline this weekend. And last night, as I was getting ready to go to bed for sleeping, I was so excited to dive back in this morning and talk to all of my clients this week and send out an email to my email list and just share about the things around business and entrepreneurship and energy and healing that I love so, so, so much. And I really want everyone to be able to feel that way about their work, especially if you're in the States. We spend so much time working. 80% of your life is spent working. And I really want everyone to feel inspired at what they're doing every single day. So, here are a couple things I want to talk about today around hitting consistent 5K income and the biggest mistakes that I often see newer entrepreneurs, solopreneurs making. So, the first thing is I talk about this a lot, but your energy is so important. You need to be in an energetic space of knowing that it's all working out for you and also of being really excited about what you're creating and putting out there in the world. If you're not excited about it, how do you expect other people are going to feel about it? Right? Like whatever we put out there is what we're going to get back. So the first thing is that you really want to get so connected to what you're creating in the world and what you're putting out there that the inspiration, the excitement is really felt within you and so it can be felt by other people as well. So that's the first thing. A lot of times I work with clients who are coming to me and they're just not excited at all about what they're putting out there into the world. They're have this really complicated marketing strategy, or they decided they want to work for themselves and launch a company, and they've come up with this really great plan in many ways, but no part of them actually wants to go out and execute on it or do it. And so if that's the energy that we are approaching things, it's just not going to work every single time. So it's much, much better to energetically be aligned and really excited about what you're putting out there in the world and to focus on one, maybe two, but really just one marketing activity in the beginning of getting your message out there, your program, what you do, what you're really inspired about, out with the world. If you commit to doing that for 6 to 9 months, which it's not going to sound like a lot when I'm saying it right now on this video, but when you actually show up every day, trust me, I see this all the time. It's going to be about 2 weeks, and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, it's not working. Nothing's working," and you're going to want to give up. So that's not what we do. We really want to stay inspired and really stay energetically aligned with what we are creating, put out there in the world. So if you could use a little bit more support with that, which we all can, I am running a really great program starting in January. It's 5 weeks. It's a small group program. I'm only taking up to 6 people, so it's a lot of one-on-one coaching, very intimate, very high touch. Definitely leave me a comment, send me a DM. I think you can do that on here. You could definitely can reach out to me on Instagram at hello, it's Brielle, at Amplify with Intention, or at Meant for More Society, and we'll talk more about that. But that's the first thing, is make sure that you are actually inspired by what you're putting out there in the world. And if you're feeling anything but that, then it's time to really go back and look at the offer or look at the way you're bringing it about into the world and realign there. Okay, the second biggest thing I want to talk about today is you also have to have the math add up. Like the math has to be adding up. Um, so this is another thing that I see a lot. I also tend to work with a lot of spiritual business owners, people who are really aligned with the work that they're doing out there in the world. And in addition to having your energy be in that place, you really need to make sure that your numbers are working in the business. You need a business model that works, that's sustainable, that's easy for you to upkeep and actually bring in the income and the revenue that you need for the business and for you and for your life. So, um, that is the second biggest thing that I really encourage you to look at, and we'll definitely be looking at in the program, is you need to actually understand what your capacity is to work with people one-on-one, to work with people in group programs, to create and sell and put a course out into the world, and make sure that your pricing is really aligned so that those numbers are going to add up. So there are lots of different business models depending on what industry you're in, depending on what type of business you want to build. I go through all of this in my free training. It's called Scaling with Spaciousness and Soul, or Scaling with Soul and Spaciousness. It's really great. It's on my website. It's linked in my bio. You can grab it right now. It's totally free. And I highly, highly recommend grabbing that training, because it's going to go through a lot around how to understand if you have a business model that actually works. And if the business model doesn't work, then you're just going to get extremely burnt out trying to do everything at once. And again, that's not going to work. So those are your two takeaways for today. One, make sure your energy is really aligned, that you're actually inspired and uplifted about what you're putting out there into the world. And two, make sure you know your numbers and that the math is mathing, as we sometimes say, and that the numbers actually make sense. Because if they don't, then you're just going to spin and spin and burn out, and we definitely don't want that. Okay, I will see you in my free training, and I will also hopefully see you in my 5-week program starting in January. It's called Unapologetically You. It's for solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, service-based business owners, small business owners who are really ready to step into 2026 as the biggest, boldest expression of themselves, and they are ready for some concrete marketing and business strategy to do that. So we're going to do both the energetics and the concrete strategy, merge them together in this really awesome 5-week group program. So I will see you there. Bye.